Hello and welcome to the first video in the series, my Unity 5 terrain. In this series I will be using Photoshop, Unity 5, RTP, or the Relief Terrain Pack, and Terrain Composer, which are add-ons for Unity 5. First we need to do some prep work. For my game, I need some specific things. First, I want 2 to 3 large landmasses. Second, I want a couple of smaller island chains off to the side. So first, let's come up with some of the shapes for our larger landmasses. First, obviously, we'll be getting into Photoshop, and I will be creating 2 new images. You will see I've made a preset called My Landscapes, and all this is my monitor width and height. You can set resolution to whatever you want. It is important for this part that you leave this as an 8-bit, and then it's generally just easier for me with the background color being enabled there. So this one I will call Land Shapes. Okay, now I'll make the second one. I'll call My Land. Okay, so I've made the 2 files. I'm under Land Shapes. The easy way to get the shapes for the land that you are trying to make is simply go to Filter, down to Render, and you can do clouds or difference clouds. It doesn't really matter much. They'll give you a little bit of different options, but not much. Now obviously I can keep going through and doing difference clouds and things like that. Anyways, after you do that at least once, you can go to Artistic, which would be down in here if it's in your menu. Otherwise, go to the Filter Gallery. Now, under Filter Gallery, or Artistic, as I was saying, is Cutout. This is pretty simple. You can simplify the edges, or you can make them more complicated. I normally leave this at a 0 so that I get a lot of fun little shapes that I might not get otherwise. And then you can switch the levels. Changing the number of levels will give you slightly different shapes, different sizes, and this is kind of what we're going for. I'm gonna go right here for now. I say I like this little section right here, for instance. Let's see, there it is. So I could come up and simply select the section that I like, copy, and then I'm going to go to My Land. Now on My Land, I'm just going to come over and paste special, paste in place. Now this made a new layer, which we can come over here under Edit and Transform Scale. Now I can make this as big or as little as I want. You can hold the constraints by holding Shift as you pick a corner and move. And I'm going to say that's good for the first one. Hit Enter, and it's there. Now this is all under its own layer, so now is some of the easy stuff. I'm going to go over here to my magic wand, select, and I'm going to hit Delete. Now I can select more than just the current part by coming up here to Add to Selection. Select this little island because I don't want it. Select this little bit because I don't want it, and then I'll hit delete. Those are all gone. Okay, then I'm going to deselect, and there you have your initial shape. Now generally for what I'm doing, I kind of use this as a mask too, so I will select all of these little bits, and I am going to go to my bucket tool and make it all white. And there you have it. You've got basically a mask. The nice part about this is at any time I can come up here and be able to move my island wherever I need it so that it'll fit better on the map or look better on the map. Anyways, so that's the basic beginning on how you can get an initial, in my case, this is one of the large masses. Then I can flip back and I can go through and see if there's any shapes that I liked for, say, my islands. And right next to it is a pretty good candidate. They look like they're pretty much in a good shape for it. And now I've done the same thing. I use Control C to copy it and then Control P to paste, and it will make a new layer for you, so you don't have to worry a lot about that. Now on this one, I am going to, instead of hold Shift when I resize, I'm not going to hold it, and I can cause it to elongate or shrink or whatever it is that I need it to do. I can also rotate it or distort it or skew it. I think I'm going to do it like this time. Pull it over here so it looks like it's coming off of there. Or maybe right next to it like that. I think I'll do that. Now again, get my magic tool and delete. And then I will come back to my paint, select, deselect, that's what I'm looking for, and then I will paint these white, and I've got a mask. Okay, again, as I said, because these are different layers, I can move it wherever I want, so long as it works for whatever your game is or whatever shaping that you would like. I've got a couple more times of this and a few more islands, and we will check that out when I'm done, and we'll go from there.